passing through the hamlet or town or shire of Bieber, California. A lot of agriculture around here, not much else to see. Snow is diminishing, which is a good thing for me because I was really concerned about whether or not these campgrounds would be open. Now, they still may not be open, but the odds are looking up. Eagle Lake. You can see it just back there. I came from this way. Main highway to Susanville goes that way. Turn off was to here. But my fear, the gate. So closed for winter. Might try that. Well, I think I found the spot that I will post up for the night, and it's a place called Rocky Point on the lake, since the other campground was closed and this one was open year-round. It has a little fire pit. I could have a little fire maybe, and nice view. This is my first time using the sleeping pad because my REI, like Super Dreamer or whatever it's called, it popped on my last camping trip, so I get to use a new one, which is great. And then they're self-inflating to a point. This is a pretty long sleeping pad, longer than what the FJ will accommodate, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, this is what it's looking like. It worked out pretty well because this was only half planned out. And that was, because I'd never opened this, I took measurements of the inside. I've never slept on the sleeping platform. So when I ordered this, I wanted to make sure that it could basically just fit, because it's a 60-40 split seat. And so it's worked out well, I think. I've got everything shoved over to the side. Nothing has to be outside. So the only thing is this pad is a little long. It's sticking out that much. I am going to slide it up and then close this back door before turning in for the night. Oh, okay, I can set that there. It's not the most spacious in here. I can tell you that, but let me get my headlamp off. I'll throw it that way. But it's okay. Okay, so my feet, they are at the back. This sleeping platform did not give me much extra to live with, sleeping wise. So, but I'm cozy enough. I'm definitely gonna sleep just fine. I've got some windows cracked for ventilation. I've got a few YouTube videos downloaded, and it's like 7. So I've tucked in. There's not much to do here, so but yeah. Takes a long time to copy everything over. Good night. yeah, so I'm gonna get my stuff all packed up here, and then once I get it folded up and I get my stove out, set it up here, get my coffee going, hit the road. Oh boy, when it's cold, this doesn't want to roll up as easy, I tell you that. So unfortunately, this pad just will not roll up in the cold. So I've had to kind of pack around it. So I'll roll it up later when when things warm up a bit. I'll roll it up and get it put away. But for now, it's okay, just like it is. And we are almost packed up. But most importantly, it's almost time for coffee. Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Use this one because I've already used it before. Get my stove out. Water. This actually is a pretty place. It's the high desert terrain with a little lake, and there's like a little kind of lakefront community, small, and you can see, yeah, that I'm just where I'm parked is backed up to this rocky hillside. That's where I made my camp. And this road that goes in, there's probably more campsites down the road, but I didn't need to get in too far. There would have been no point. I was just looking for a place to sleep. So and then this needs to steep for like 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. It is quite cold. No doubt about it. Especially being next to the water, and there's a bit of a breeze coming across. But the sun is coming up, and it's just about to peak, crest over the mountain. Well, I've just about guzzled down my coffee, so I'm walking back to the truck. I'm gonna put my tripod and my cup away, get my FJ started, and we're gonna hit the road. So I just filled up with fuel at the Sinclair, and my fuel consumption is 19.7. So not too bad, but there was a bit of climbing. I think it'll improve in this next leg of the trip. So anyway, I need to find a place to pee.
My side, even when I can't feel that you've been on my side, even when it hurts you, baby.
This is the town of Goldfield. It's a historic mining town. Kind of charming. So I'm just heading down this desert track and hoping that it will get to some place that has a Joshua tree to camp under. It's a tall order, but we'll check it out and see what it has to offer. Wish me luck. Well, I may have found the camp. I'm gonna stroll around. It's not the most beautiful area, but you know, it's just something. I'm just kind of poking around the area right now. So I'm just trying to get up a bit higher, just take a look around, see what's around me. I think there's still some mining going on up here. There he is. Alright, I'm just gonna come up to this ridge here, take a look around. the healthiest specimen. It's a little dark. I'm deliberating. This isn't the campsite that I was hoping for, but there's a car I saw, a black SUV. This road goes around here, and then this other road intersects and goes up to the top, and it looks like maybe there's a mine or something up there. I don't know where I'm going to camp. I didn't really like that spot. So I might drive up this road a little bit, and if it doesn't get any better, I can always go back. Or I can get a room. It's always the option. Let's scout some more. I may have found a new place to camp. I'm gonna check it out. It looks like there might be a couple of caves up in here. And it's a big rock. And I love rocks. Rocks are cool. Could this be home for the night? Maybe. It's not very level anywhere though. That's the only problem. There's a couple of caves there. It'd be interesting to check out. These big old granite slabs too to climb on. There's a wild ass over there. It's very hilly, and that's not great for setting up camp, but it's such a cool spot that I don't know. In these moments of doubt, I do what I always do in these situations. I JKD and just keep driving. I'm gonna make some coffee. That seems like the appropriate maneuver right now. The highway is getting busier for sure. About 6:30 now. And Just kind of wake it up. You know, one of the reasons taking my FJ wasn't just to go fast and light to get to the destination, but it is like the polar opposite of my Tundra. And I like to evaluate the viability for my lifestyle because my Tundra I purpose built, and it can go a long distance through rugged terrain. You know, that it was built to do that, but also be comfortable and carry a lot of stuff. My FJ is very capable, and it can go a decent distance. You know, I can go 300 miles on a tank ish, but it's so small, you cannot pack. You have to pack very deliberately. You're not throwing the kitchen sink in there. You're going minimal. And for two people to kind of do a road trip and sleep out of it, I mean, it's possible, but you have to be small. I'm 6'1", and so it does not work. It's just enough for me, just enough. So, but it's doable, and there's something about it that I like. Also, I like being forced to be more minimal with what I'm packing. Well, I'm finished with my coffee, so I'm gonna get back on the road. I need to make some miles. So next stop will be gas, and then that'll be my last fuel stop. And I don't know where that will be, maybe Vegas or something. Here we are. At the gate. This trip was a little different. The purpose of this trip was not the adventure, but to visit my friend Scott, although I was going to pick some adventure up along the way. My longtime friend Scott gave up his life as a corporate and very well-respected pilot to live a very different and unconventional life on his little ranchette in Arizona. For now, on his little farm, he has goats, chickens, and a greenhouse. He makes no money from his venture. He's simply embracing the moment and learning. It's fascinating to know somebody so long and to observe the contrast between the two lives that he's chosen. Two lives very different from one another. But after spending a week with him, I could easily see why he was so drawn to it. I myself found it hard to leaving the simple life behind and abandoning all the normal cares that you carry from day to day in the busy world that we've come to accept as home.
Religion that we've been raised on and know is, it's not the Bible. What it is, it's called Judeo-Christian ethics.
Heading home, starting the journey home. It's been a great week to just kind of hang out and chill on his farm and see how he's living. And anyway, the transition from that to just getting back on the road is always an interesting one. But yeah, in a few hours, I'll just be back into traveling mode. I don't know where I will be laying my head tonight, but I'll find somewhere. So there's this place off the highway that I thought I'd go check out called Ace Gold Mine. those were a couple of interesting outbuildings that, let me turn that fan off, along the way to go up to the mine, which is where I'm going now. Apparently there's a parking area up there. It seems like legit, like not used, not private property, but more along the lines of a point of interest or historic site. This is not really a four-wheel drive road per se, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in for, because it's getting a little more rutted. The wind died down for, well, probably just a second, and I'm on my way up this trail. I'm right basically at the base of what is or was Ace Gold Mine. Cable in this structure. I don't really know much about gold mining and the operations, but it looks like this they would have dug out and somehow conveyed down. Looking at the shape of this structure, it looks like it funnels down through here, but again, I am not a mining expert, so I don't really know if that's accurate. I'm going to make my way up to the top here and see what we can see inside, like the actual mine. It's pretty loose stuff. See here the structure, the remnants of it, and then it would have deposited inside that, I think. Okay, getting up to the top here, and it's just kind of like a trails that go around. Yeah, interesting. Sadly, I don't have a ton of time to spend here. That's regrettable, but the light is fading. I will need to make it to some kind of a camp at some point. The sun will be down in probably roughly an hour and a half. It's going to be dark, so I'll take one last peek up here, and then I probably better head down. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm glad that I came up here because these are the actual mines. These are them. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's fenced off, so you can't go in, or at least you're not supposed to. Those timbers supporting a lot of weight. Lots of weight. I hate to say like that's it. But that's kind of it as far as the 10-cent tour of Ace Gold Mine. A place that is just on the way to wherever I'm going, which I don't even know where that is yet. So, hope you enjoyed the peak. It was kind of cool to get out. This wind, sorry, the wind is starting to rip a bit. So, okay, well, thanks for joining me on that one and entertaining this little side track. I'm going to get some gas and go find a place to lay my head. Well, I've pulled off the highway a bit, so I'm gonna get my bed set up. I'm pretty tired. I've been driving for 8 hours, and so anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna film the process just because I am tired, and that just is an extra layer. I'm the lazy filmmaker, so I'm just gonna say good night. I may check in later, I may not. I'm just gonna focus on getting my bed together. All right, bye. Well, that wasn't the best night's sleep I've ever had. It was windy, and I was a bit uncomfortable, so I don't know. I was off and on sleeping, but I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I think I'm gonna make some biscuits and gravy from Peak, just the MRE, and then get this show on the road. All right. Get my sleeping bag put away. Get my air mattress put up. Oh, I just punched myself in the nose. My hand slipped off the string. Dang it. That hurt. Okay. So I'm gonna get the the Pete going first, the biscuits and gravy. It was a toss-up between biscuits and gravy and oatmeal, peaches and cream oatmeal with strawberries sprinkled in. But I don't have a bowl, and then my cook pot would have to be all messy, and this is just easier because I can eat right out of the bag. I'm doing 2 cups of coffee this morning. How much water does this take? 8 ounces. 8 ounces. These are 0.65 liter. I'll have to do a conversion. Yes. Oh, leave that one. Okay. This bag. Ooh, you know what I didn't get is I didn't get my spoon. My spoon. Got to make sure you find the little desiccant packet and get it out. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some good biscuits in there. This is a full pouch, man. I hope that's enough water. That seems like larger than normal batch. No, I forgot to put the gloves away. That's going to be a lot of food for just me. Some of the biscuit from the bag fell out. I'm going to eat it. Tastes like a cracker. Ah, a watch pot never boils. Getting the biscuits stirred in, get them way down to the bottom so that they can absorb the water. Good. Biscuits in. 10 minutes. Today's coffee is sponsored by Cerberus Instant Packs. Actually, it's not sponsored at all, but I do like this instant coffee. I think I may have said it before, but these are not actually, you can get different brands of these. I've had Pause or something, and then this Cerberus, but this is actually steeped coffee. You can see that down at the bottom, and I think they make the coffee and then other people just put their name on it. But anyway, for instant coffee, it's pretty darn good. This is my water bottle that I like to drive with. This one, this is my last of my water. This is it. Boop. Fill that up to the top. And now, we are just about set. Good news is, biscuits and gravy are done. Coffee is done. Turn that light off. We are ready to have breakfast. For a quick, easy meal, man. I still don't think the 8 ounces is enough water, though. Still a little crunchy in there. It's just really thick. The gravy isn't like a gravy, it's more like a paste. Good though. If you don't like the desert, I don't understand you at all. Either you haven't been, or there's something wrong with you. So I'm on the home stretch, making my way back to my house. Looking back, a week seems like it just disappeared in an instant. It's hard to believe that I'm already almost home, like an hour away.